Run you out of the lot? Daniel, you went out of our anniversary dinner in the middle of the meal. 10 people watched you go.
Paid the bill as I went past the desk, left the tip on the receipt. No viewers on a scene. They watched me go. I know what that was like from seat 9, the far end, by the coats. First time in 7 years you've sat me there.
The table was big, Daniel. Someone should be sitting at the end. You are really making a seating chart into courtroom evidence?
A seat is just a seat until it's a message. You put me by the door. You put me by the door like you half walked out on someone.
So this is the seat message? It was only gossips, Daniel. At dinner, couples share tales. There was laughter at that table.
They laughed as choreographed. Then you gave them my demotion. I confessed in the dark kitchen for the reason that I couldn't say it lit.
I didn't say anything about demotion. You're in and out of place, I said. That is not the same, and you know. You're twisting everything.
With a hand motion, downward, you said moved.
Ross laughed loudest.
If a wound is a wound, a punchline doesn't make it any less.
What is your obsession with his name? Like some kind of proof? Ross is only my colleague. He joined Priya tonight, and that's it.
He looked at his phone every time I touched his shoulder. A man watches the door like that, waiting for a seat to open.
It's not what you think. It was nothing much, Daniel.
It was a never to be.
Where are you out tonight anyway? I've been awake all night. I drove a couple hours to bring you Elena's coat, and to say something I should have said at that table.
I told you last night. You repeated the ending to the fairy story, mouthing every word as she did, like a chorus you'd practiced.
I've heard it 100 times. She practices these dinners, Daniel. She sends us the running order, who says what and when to laugh.
So all tables had their lines, and I was the only person at that dinner that wasn't given a script.
I know, and had a problem. But I laughed too. Easier to be funny with Elena than be the next person she turns on.
It's the magic of a room like that. She doesn't need everybody's loyalty. Just get people scared enough to clap on the correct beat. I know, I watched him in the valet stand glass. He wasn't following me, Priya. He was making sure I was really gone.
Making sure you'd gone? Daniel, how long have you known? You're speaking like a guy who saw this coming for months ahead.
So long that you don't surprise yourself anymore. I didn't go to dinner to be shocked. I went to see her say it out loud.
Say what? Out loud, Priya. You're constantly going around and around and around something, Daniel. If you're familiar with Elena and Ross, tell me no more games.
We were booking our anniversary table, and Ross got it 2 weeks ago. Last night, I got congratulated by the manager for my second visit.
2 fortnights ago? No. No, that can't. Daniel, does Elena know that you know? Does she know what you walked in, holding? Daniel, put down that bag and listen. You had something for 7 years, and you're ending it over one lousy meal and a seating graph?
Hello, Carol. You weren't sent. You came yourself. That tells me even her mom knows this isn't just one bad dinner.
I'm her mother, of course I came. She's proud, Daniel. She's felt this way for months, and doesn't always know how to say it nicely.
That's the second time today I've heard somebody counting months. Such an odd evening.
She did a happy marriage for 10 people she knew. Daniel, a woman's performance is when she is terrified. You were so quiet these months, she didn't know if you were still in this marriage.
I didn't say a word, for I was listening. If you've ever felt like the home wasn't your home, subscribe. Stay with this one.
Don't perform for anyone, Daniel. Talk to me. What do you feel you should know? You've been wearing the same tight outfit throughout the day.
She didn't become unhappy and then find someone.
She first dated Carol.
And then began saying the marriage was unhappy so she could date him.
That's something terrible to say about your wife. You have no proof you're a hurt man creating a villain to leave feeling clean.
I saved both tonight's receipts and 2 weeks ago's, Carol. Same table, her name on the reservation, by a name that's not mine.
By whose name? Whose name is on that paper, Daniel? If say it's Ross, I'll have to sit down before you finish.
Okay, sit down. It's Ross. It's been Ross since March, when she informed me she worked late on quarter-end numbers each Thursday.
Oh, Daniel. Those Thursdays? She told me she too was working late. She would phone from the car, giggling that she was at the office.
So the martyr is hiding here. You are ruining Mom's life by doing all this. My family is going to a lake begging you back.
No one's asking, Vanessa. Your mom came to protect Elena and left knowing the truth. You came here mad, and you'll go home mad. Comment below. When your family shoves you back into a room you were pushed out of, do you go or stay gone?
No, Daniel, don't talk at me. You made her look silly in front of her friends and family. 7 years, gone between entree and dessert.
She humiliated herself. I have ceased my clapping. You say, walking out. I say, finally leaving a table that I was sitting on like furniture.
Furniture? You checked out years ago. Elena told me she felt single all last year. Is it any wonder she looked for a true friend?
A friend. Interesting word, Vanessa. You knew it was Ross even before your mother did, and you just called that months of friendship?
I didn't. That's not. Okay, I knew they were close. Close, Daniel, not whatever you're building in your head. She wouldn't cross that line, actually.
She did cross it. In March, every other Thursday, there's a hotel on the Lake Road that charges us a bill on our business card.
The Lake Road. The hotel beside the lake, only 10 minutes from here. 10 minutes walk from the house you two call your someday place.
I know how far. I drove past it each time I came to fix this place for us.
She picked that hotel for a reason. I need to sit down. I came here to yell at you, and I guess I just found out my sister is not my sister.
Vanessa, she's no stranger. She's just as she is tonight, minus the crowd. Go home. Let Elena come when she comes. Let her come alone.
You sent my sister away. Today you made my family hate me. I came up here this night, in the dark, alone.
No, I didn't turn anyone, Elena. I answered their questions truthfully. Your family turned when they heard what you'd done every Thursday since March.
You had no right to say that to them. You think you found it, Daniel, but you don't know the whole story. Only your version.
Then tell me the story. Tell me the hotel by the lake wasn't 10 minutes from the house you knew I was fixing.
It was never meant to have any significance, Daniel. It began as a post-work alcohol, then sort of slipped away from me.
It didn't get away from you. You made the hotel reservation. You chose Thursdays. You sat me at seat 9 to rehearse leaving in public.
Well, let me do it! Individuals recover from this every day. There has to be one more conversation before you toss 7 years.
7 years is why I'm leaving. I gave 7 years to someone who used my worst secret as a party trick. That's my answer.
So that's it? You decide, and 7 years ends in a driveway by a lake? What am I supposed to say to everyone tomorrow, Daniel?
Give them what you know best how to say. You never had a tale you couldn't tell. It wasn't ever in our nature, Elena.
Not you, anyway. Are you going to fight for this? For me? You'll wait 7 years and do nothing? You're just a person who's calm.
I already fought, quietly, for months, alone. You just never noticed, because a man fighting to keep his dignity doesn't make a scene.
I'm staying at the lake house. There aren't any here that perform, it's quiet. Elena, go home and tell them the truth you never prepared.